intense heartbreak for Georgia. Taken quickly, and Azarovi scores! They have beaten Georgia. Gosciavelli! And Georgia win Euro 2024. Georgia are the lowest ranked side in Euro 2024, ranked at number 77, and this is their first ever Euros competition. So today, of course, we are taking on the impossible challenge of winning Euro 2024 with Georgia, and this video doesn't end till it's happened. I have called up the 26-man squad Georgia have got in real life, and of course, all of our hopes are pinned on Kvicha Kvaratskhelia and star goalkeeper Georgi Mamadashvili. The rest of the squad, well, it isn't that great, so we're purely going to be doing this based on vibes and passion, and from what we've seen so far from Georgia in real life, they have a lot of that. Now, I have made a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress tactic, which, yes, is very sweaty. I'm not going to be doing this using the 5-3-2 they seem to be using in real life. We're pretty much going to be focusing play down the left and making Kvicha Kvaratskhelia the man on the attack. He is going to shoot more often, sit narrower, and tackle harder, and if we have got a single hope of winning Euro 2024, he is going to have a pretty good competition. Now, in terms of our group, of course, it is actually quite difficult. We have Turkey, Czech, and Portugal, and we all know how the first game went against Turkey in real life. A 3-1 loss. Today, first of all, we're going to be playing through the tournament first time around and seeing how far we can get, and then from there, I'll be simulating the tournament until we get to different stages. So when we get to the quarterfinal for the first time, I'll play that. Semi-final for the first time, I'll play that, and the final, I will play that as well, and hopefully we can win it with them fairly soon. Get it down below. How many attempts do you think this is going to take to win Georgia Euro 2024? My guess off the bat, as expected, is going to be around 30 to 35. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, but let's get straight into game number one. Well, game number one was up against Turkey, and they were playing in a very attacking 4-2-4 system with the likes of Enes Ünal up front. We were in the 4-2-3-1, starting with Mikatudzi, Kvaratskhelia, and Lophanzi as our front three, and in just 8 minutes, we got off to a simply fantastic start with Mikatudzi stitching us 1-0 up early on. But of course, the Turkish responded. Salih Özcan finding a great ball through to Enes Ünal. He fires it past Mamadashvili, but we were saved by VAR and the goal was disallowed. Second goal comes in though, and Turkey this time are going to grab a first goal, making it 1-1 thanks to Barış Alper. Or were they? VAR intervenes again and goal disallowed. We are having the luck on our side before Salih Özcan for Turkey 2-foots us and gets a straight red card. I don't know what happened there. It's simply disgusting. Gosciavelli fires at the front post to make it 2-0 after that red card, and we are going to grab a third as well. Obviously, the team on top against 10 men, we were always expected to win this one. Once that happened, a Mikatudzi goal and a 3-0 victory. Which means, of course, we knew literally a point here would guarantee us going through to the knockout playoff round against the Czech Republic, who again are a very strong side. And Chak Vatedze found Datiashvili to find Mikatudzi in 19 minutes for Georgia to go 1-0 up. Or was it? A goal disallowed thanks to VAR. And Souček then 2-foots us from behind, and it's another red card, and we've got lucky yet again. Both games against 10 men, you can't write it. An outrageous friend from Mikatudzi was awarded, goal allowed. Kvetkeve found Alatashvili on the edge of the box as well to make it 2-0, and Gio Giochiavelli down the right-hand side finds a ball in the box. Gosciavelli scores 3-0. We've won our first 2 games in the experiment. And Portugal had done the same, so we knew if we were going to top the group, we just have to draw against Portugal, as we had a better goal difference. Well, the game kicked off 14 minutes in as a rover on the left-hand side. The ball eventually falls to Saba Lobhanzi. This scores an absolute screamer. Ronaldo then batters the crossbar from 30 yards out. It bounces away and Portugal can't score. And another great save from Mamadashvili keeps the game at 1-0 before Bruno Fernandes hits another effort against the crossbar, and it stays 1-0 Georgia. Portugal putting the pressure on, but Saba Lobhanzi finds a ball in the box. It is dispossessed, but we managed to gain possession back. A deflected effort from Georgi Chak Vatedze makes things 2-0. 47th minute, João Felix scores to make it 2-1, and were Portugal going to come back? Yes, they were. Ruben Diaz to make it 2-2, and in the 91st minute, they had a great attempt, but saved by Mamadashvili. The game finishes 2-2, and Georgia qualify out the group as group winners. And for our first knockout qualification match, we were facing up against Denmark, who were setting up in a very defensive 3-4-3 system. Of course, ourselves in the 4-2-3-1, and I believed we could win this game. And so did the players, because after just 4 minutes, a great ball from Goshi Lavelli on Lapanzi, but he pokes it over the bar, and a second attempt just over from Losciavelli from the corner ball, before Gio Gosciavelli gets a straight red card in 22 minutes, and we were down to 10 men. All we could do was set up in a 4-2-3 system, and from there, Denmark piled the pressure on chance after chance, and it comes to the 47th minute where we have managed to hold on, and Mika Tudzi nearly scores an outrageous effort from the edge of the box to make it 1-0, and we could then park the bus, but that didn't happen. Kasper Dolberg scored, VAR checked it, goal awarded, and from there we just couldn't find the back of the net, and our first attempt at reaching the quarter-finals in Euro 2024 ended in a 2-0 loss to Denmark thanks to a goal from Rasmus Højlund. So after our first attempt, we know we are now a pretty decent side. It is possible to get out of the group, but as we now start the simulation, we haven't got me in charge. Is it going to be possible every single time? And well, I certainly didn't expect this. The first time simulating, we finished second in the group, but that does mean we are drawn up against France. Quite a good side. Mbappe gets them 1-0 up, and Giroud from the back post making it 2-0, but we weren't going to give up. Sabalov Hansi finds the ball in the box, deflected into the back of the net, and we actually made it 2-2 thanks to a finish from Mika Tudzi. Mbappe then drives into the box and gets France back on level terms, but just before the full-time whistle went, we made it 3-3. We took France to extra time, but in the 115th minute, Mr. Inevitable Olivier Giroud scored, and France beat us. But for our first attempt, and really the second attempt of this sort of challenge, I've actually got hopes this could happen within 15 or 20. Maybe not. But attempt number 5 was much better, as we managed to finish third in the group. When I say much better, we come third on 3 points and then lost 2-0 to England, thanks to Jordan Henderson and Harry Kane both scoring. But it's certainly an improvement on 3 losses in a row, all being bottom of the group. Well, I think it's safe to say the improvement definitely carried on as we got out of the group stages, obviously losing to England 4-1. Got out of the group stages again, this time coming second and lost to France 3-1. And then got out of the group stages again, finishing third, level on points with Turkey in second and losing to England 4-0. But certainly we were making improvements. We were getting out of the group pretty much every single time. Well, we were getting out of the group every single time, but on simulation number 14, something quite magical happened. We managed to top the Group F, beating Portugal on head-to-head. We beat Turkey on goal difference and Czech on 0 points. And in game number 1, in terms of our qualification, we actually faced up against Switzerland. And I tell you what, we went a goal up thanks to a fantastic goal from Lopanzi. It did make it 1-1, but we grabbed a second and were 2-1 victors in the second round, which for the second time only, and for me not actually playing, we're in the quarter-finals, and this one was against Belgium, and Alan Tashvili scored an absolute screamer to make us 1-0 leaders, and as a Rovi found Mika Tudzi in the box for a 2-0 victory. We're going to the semi-finals of Euro 2024. And believe it or not, this was going to be faced up against Romania, a team that are, you know, definitely beatable. And in just 8 minutes, Lobhanzi got off to a pretty decent start of an early effort, firing over the bar. But Romania were not also going to be a slouch at all. Dragos for a good chance there, just missing before setting it back to Alexandru Morita to make it 1-0. They carried on having good chances, and as we were about to make a substitution, they hit the crossbar from a free kick, headed in from Cretu, and went 2-0 up. And despite our best efforts and screamers from Lobhanzi, we just couldn't get the victory. We lost 2-0 to Romania, and it can't help but feel that was our best chance of winning Euro 2024. They didn't even make it worth it. They lost 2-1 to Italy in the 91st minute in the final. And to be honest, over the next 10 simulations, we carried on getting into the second round, but every single time was against France or England, and sometimes Germany, and just getting battered time after time. Until eventually we got out of the group stage, finishing in 3rd place, and beat England on penalties penalties after a ridiculous 4-4 game. And we were back into the quarterfinals yet again, and this time facing up against Germany. Azarovi got us off down the left-hand side to find Kvaratskhelia, and Kitschiavelli scored to make us 1-0 leaders against host Germany, and we won the game 1-0, which means we're going to the semi-finals, and this time it was against France. And we kick off with Captain Kasia finding Lobhanzi to find Kvaratskhelia, making us 1-0 leaders. Kitschiavelli making us 2-0 leaders. Lobhanzi with a screamer making us 3-0 leaders, and Kvaratskhelia making us 4-0 leaders. France grabbed the goal back, but a convincing 4-1 victory against France. I don't know how that has happened either. But of course, that means we are into final number 1 of Euro 2024, and I can't do it in an Ajax kit. Let's go. The two teams then heading in to the final of Euro 2024. Netherlands with Joel Pirro, Gakpo and Berghaus as their front three. And your Georgia team for the final. Mikatudzi, Kvaratskhelia, Kitschiavelli, Lobhanzi, Abrinia, Alashavaria make up the midfield. We are confident. The boys are out on the pitch. We are suited and we are booted. Can we make Georgia Euro 2024 winners after, I believe, 25 attempts of trying it? Let's get into it. That is a nervy first 20 minutes, but the first highlight comes up. Kvaratskhelia whips into the back stick and no one gets there. Kitschiavelli finds Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, he's battered the crossbar so close to 1-0. That is a nervy first half. One highlight, a ridiculous effort from Kvaratskhelia hitting the crossbar. 62% possession. The Georgians are up for it. But as we saw before the game started, Kvaratskhelia is extremely tired. As we look at the tactics screen, he's played every single game. He has been our guy. A 6.2 average rating. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive, but let's get into the second half. Come on, Georgia. We can do it. We can lift the Euro 2024. Another free kick. All we've seen so far is free kicks. The match momentum, we are absolutely dominating. Kvar, stick it top bin, son. Oh, Justin Bieslow with a save. It's so close on the hour mark. I'm not sure how much Kvar's got, but he's nearly scored another absolute worldie. Azarovi whips it in. No one wins the header. That's going to be the highlight. Kitschiavelli knocks it back, and the ref is for sure going to move this one on. 64%. We have been absolutely on top. We're going to encourage the lads. Kvar has to stay because from moments like that, from set pieces, he can be our guy. They haven't had a shot in over half an hour. Another free kick. Kitschiavelli, Azavori, Loshasavelli, Asavori. Oh, Justin Bieslow with another ridiculous save from distance. It's the first time I've ever put a suit on for a Football Manager video, and it's going to come through because Georgia are so close to winning it. It's still 0-0. No subs as of yet. I think after this, regardless of what happens, we are going to make some changes. Kvar on the ball. That's ridiculous. Mikatudzi's through. Mikatudzi's put it wide. Oh, no. Oh, it's time for changes. We are absolutely dominating, but the boys are tired. Let's get on Chakvatetse in cam, and let's get on Koshravelli in DM. And let's see, with 15 to go, if we can do it for the mighty Georgia. Their first ever time qualifying for Euros. It's taken us 25 attempts. Go, go, counter. We've got the ball back. We've got the ball back. That's, oh no, what is that? What is that? That's so hospital. Steven Bergwijn drives through the gap. Mamadashvili, get him tattooed on here. What a guy. Still 0-0. Ah, and he saved that shot and got injured. So with 10 minutes to go, it's going to be 38-year-old Georgi Loria in goal. And Mamadashvili is going to have to sit out with 10 to go. That is the worst thing that could have happened. 5 minutes of added time, but there is another highlight. Chakvatetse, Kosciavelli, Lobhanzi, Mickey van der Ven's there, and Gini Wijnaldum can bring it forward. He finds Steven Bergwijn down the left-hand side. Stop him there. No, Mickey van der Ven. Frankie de Jong. Bergwijn's open. No. Oh. Gini Wijnaldum scores for the Netherlands. Oh, it's heartbreak for Georgia. I can't take Kvaratskhelia off. Sariko Daciavili is all we've got. And we are going to move the boys forward with 5 minutes at a time. Can we do a comeback against the Netherlands? Please. Oh, attempt number 1 of the final. And it's a 1-0 loss to the Netherlands. I thought this was going to be it. And sometimes in life, you've got to watch these moments of teams lifting the final when you get this close to give you that motivation to go to the next stage. Will it take us another 25 attempts to get Georgia to a final? And of course, our first final was a 1-0 loss to the Netherlands, but at least we can show we can get to a final. Well, yeah, this Georgia team just continues to break my heart. And while we did have some decent runs as we got out of the group stage in 3rd place, we beat England 9-8 on penalties and then losing to Spain in the quarterfinals. We also carried on going on runs of losing 3 in a row. And by now, we were on our 37th simulation, and this time, it was going to be a good one. We had come 2nd in the group, just behind Portugal, and with the first leg, we beat Austria 3-0 to get through the second round, thanks to a brace from Kavik Telia and Datiashvili. We then faced up against Belgium and beat them 4-2 in extra time, and in the semi-finals, we were facing up against Italy, and a great header got Italy off to a good start, 1-0 up, but we did bounce back with a 1-1 in 27 minutes, and if we can get the ball in to Kitschiavelli to make it 2-1 and a third after another goal from Kitschiavelli, making it 3-1. And we were going to another final. And of course, the suit is back. And of course, for this game, no Kavika Kvaratskhelia after an 8-month injury of a UCL injury, and our right winger, Sabal Oberhanzi, with a hip injury where he's out for a couple of months. So if we are to win it here, we're going to have to do it as a team. I'm going to tell you one thing we have noticed about this England side is it is very different to what is being played in real life. Mount, Rashford, Sterling, Phillips, Reece James, and of course for us, we are missing Kvaratskhelia, and Chakvetadze takes that left wing position on attempt number 37 of trying to lift the Euros with Georgia. Can we outmasterclass Gareth Southgate? And we have got our first highlight then just 6 minutes into this one. It's Lewis Dunk with a short free kick into Calvin Phillips. And we actually... Oh, we intercept. Ref, there's a red card in there somewhere. Great save from Mamdashvili. Sterling, 2-footed from behind. Got no idea how that's not a foul, but it isn't. Back into the bids there again. Kave, a defensive mistake, and Harry Kane goes through. That is not what you need in a European final. Luckily, Harry Kane bottles it, and it might just be Georgia's chance. Luke Shaw with the corner 19 minutes in. Harry Kane hits the post and England are putting pressure on. We've not had a single shot yet, but a free kick in a very interesting area. Gone short, taken quickly, and Azarovi scores! The left back with an absolute screamer. Kitschiavelli finds him, Azarovi scores, and Georgia are 1-0 up in this one in 22 minutes. Now, I haven't decided to try and put things shorter or slower or anything, because in my opinion, sometimes the best form of defense is attack, but Harry Kane tries to score an unbelievable save from Mamdashvili, keeping this somehow at 1-0 Georgia. And I'm not going to go defensive until we get to around the 60th minute. Is that a mistake? I'm not sure. But so far, I think playing our football, there's a chance in this game, even if the stats don't look like it. Reece James down the right-hand side, his favoured side. What a challenge from Alatashvili. Do not make a mistake. No. Oh my God, Harry Kane's missed again. This is Georgia's day. Harry Kane misses 2 one-on-ones after mistakes, and we could be in luck. And we've made it. We might have made it. We might have made it to half-time. We might have made it to half-time. Oh no. Harry Kane's missed again. I don't know what's wrong with Kane, but he's not scoring goals currently. 1-0 at half-time. Georgia are ahead. Let's encourage the boys. Oh, God, this is so stressful. John Stones finds Reece James back into John Stones down this right-hand side, playing as a Segundo Volante. Great challenge, but another defensive mistake, and Harry Kane misses again. This is Georgia's day. Harry Kane misses 3 one-on-ones after defensive mistakes. What's going on? 56 minutes on the clock. The time is going down a lot slower than I would like. Ben White on the ball. finds Jarrod Bowen. That's not a penalty. Ref, please. Just use your common sense. That was outside of the box. You know it. I know it. Bowen knows it. The lino knows it. No penalty. This is looking like Georgia's day. I'm telling you right now. Luke Shaw, do not go to Rashford. Don't go to him. Well marked up, number 6. Oh, Harry Kane nearly scores at the back stick, but he doesn't. And an hour in, we are still winning 1-0. I'm going to drop it to wingers on support and have an attacking mid on attack with an advance forward as well. Just drop things back ever so slightly. We're going to get some more legs on the midfield as well with Gabriel Segura. The big man could be big from set pieces as well. And we have got a highlight just 2 minutes after making them changes. Remember, we're playing slow. We are wasting time. Do not make a 4th defensive mistake. Do not make a mistake, lads. We're playing slow football. That's beautiful. I don't know if it is. Not another mistake. Harry Kane, chance number 4. He's missed it again. Harry Kane is trying to single-handedly give Georgia a European championship. Grab a second. No, Segura. The youngster loses out. Jarrod Bowen down the right-hand side. No, he's hit the crossbar. This is Georgia's day. 15 minutes to go. Is it time to shut up shop? We go defensive. We pull a cam down to centre mid. And we relax. 2 shots all game. A tactical masterclass. The whole match momentum after 85 minutes is England. But we lead 1-0. We are standing off England now. We are letting them have the ball. Harry Kane. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. And Harry Kane scores to make it 1-1. He's onside as well. And Georgia hearts are broken. 91st minute, we have a highlight. Are England going to break Georgian hearts? Or is the ultimate comeback story, the ultimate underdog story going to happen? Bowen on the ball. Finds Mason Mount. It's 2-1. And England have done it. They have beaten Georgia in the 92nd minute. Oh, and it's moments like this that are incredibly painful. The second final we've got to. And England in the 92nd for a Mason Mount goal win. And here we are again, watching another team lift the European Championships. It hurts. It hurts so much. But we'll be back again one day. One day, that will be Georgia. One day. Not anytime soon, but one day for sure. And when it took us to Simulation 46 to get back onto a decent run of form, coming 3rd in the group and beating England 4-2 in extra time, thanks to a goal from Gabriel Segura. We then beat Croatia 2-1 in the quarterfinals, with Shakhtar Tente getting injured in the 3rd minute, and we did end up playing France in the semi-finals, and Kempi Kvaratskhelia just ran riot. He scored a hat-trick, and we beat France 3-0. So we are in to our 3rd final. And yes, of course, we are suited up yet again. Well, this time we're up against Portugal. We've faced up against England and lost, and this is the chance. 3rd time lucky against Ronaldo. We have got Kvaratskhelia on that left wing, though. We are no longer looking at a very difficult game. Kvaratskhelia in the cam role is out injured, but we have a chance here against Portugal. 3rd final, 3rd time lucky. And I tell you what, we have started off on the front foot as well, with the first highlight falls to us from a corner ball. I thought Captain Cassia was going to fire home to make it 1-0, but it does fall to Diego Costa, and he clears it long. Don't head that there. Just take a touch, lads. Jota fires past Gosciavelli. He drives on the left-hand side, finds Guerrero. Such a silly mistake. Whipped in. Bernardo Silva. Good save from Mamdashvili. If we want to win a Euro Championships, we have to be cleverer than that. I do realise, talking about being smart, I've said cleverer. As if that's even a word. We do have a corner ball as Arovi whips it in. Lotrosvili nearly gets there. It falls to Lobhanzi. Lobhanzi to the left-hand side. Cut it back in. He had Kotarashvili! The cam that started instead of Kvaratskhelia in the cam roll. Scores to make it 1-0 Georgia in 37 minutes. Can we actually do it? And correct me if I'm wrong, This is the first time we're heading into half-time winning a game. It's 1-0. Come on, Georgia. This is it. This is the chance. Portugal, do not break your hearts. Bruno Fernandes finds João Cancelo, brings it down, fires it in. A great save from Mamdashvili, and again, and he gets up for it. And it's still 1-0 with 40 minutes left to play. But Portugal are putting the pressure on. We are having a nice high press system, still keeping them pegged back. Danilo finds Bruno to Dallo. We might need to drop Kvaratskhelia back unless they score now. A great save from Mamdashvili. What I'm going to do, because they're playing such attacking wing backs, is just drop these two back. I'm not going to change anything. Other than that, I want him still being inverted as well, to be fair. But they are being so attacking in the fullback roles. We're going to just drop our wingers into left mid and right mid rather than wingers and see if that makes a difference. And with half an hour to go, a ball whipped in. Another unbelievable save from Mamdashvili. Such a quick highlight from the free kick whipped in. A corner from Bruno whips it. Dallo heads it over. You can see the Georgian fans giving it large. Half an hour to go. We're going to bring on Kvaratskhelia in the cam role. He is one of our best players. We're going to get him there. And we're also going to bring on Georgi Kvaratskhelia in that right wing position. Half hour for Georgia to hold on. And we could finally end the challenge and win Euro 2024 with the worst nation on the game. That has qualified, of course. A corner. Bruno. Ruben Diaz. Mamdashvili is there again. He's been an absolute brick wall. Oh, I was about to say I do not want to drop anything here, but I want to start time wasting, which we are going to do. And it's not a chance of Portugal. I thought it was a highlight of Portugal, but it's not. 10 minutes to go. Is it going to be? It's the 85th minute. It's the 86th, the 87th, the 88th. Keep going. The 90th. I don't want a highlight. No, Football Manager. Captain Kashia finds Gio. Gio to Kvaratskhelia. We've brought him on. And he drives into the corner. Just don't whip it in. Great play back. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. I thought it was going to be 2. Azarovi. Can we make it 2-0? Alan-Tashvili. Kvaratskhelia. And Georgia are 2-0 up in the Euro 2024 final against Portugal. And I think we have completed the challenge. The video does not end until Georgia win Euro 2024. And we have done it. And Georgia have won it. It has taken 44 attempts. Our third final. But Georgia are Euro 2024 champions. Lift it above your heads. Bask in the glory. Georgia, I've done it for you. The lowest ranked nation in Euro 2024. According to Football Manager, lift the Euro 2024 trophy. Oh, the relief, the elation. If you want to see me do this with anyone else, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next time.